Hi guys, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have my December book haul. So some of these books I actually purchased at the very end of November, right after I had actually filmed and posted my November book haul. So some of these don't quite fit into December, but this is my last book haul of the year, so we're definitely fitting them in here. So in the month of December though, I did pick up some manga. So for these first 6 volumes that I'm going to show you, Barnes & Noble was having a buy 2 get the 3rd free sale, so I bought 6 of them because that was what I needed to complete the series that is out currently. Like, I want to say book 8 is the last one currently out right now. I've already read the first 2, gave them 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely love them, so I had to pick these up. But so we have Haru Ride Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, and Volume 8. These are all by Io Sakisaka. Yeah, I think I actually said that right on the first try this time. This is a series that is a shoujo manga, and it's basically about a girl who is not really into being friends with boys when she was in junior high. However, there was one boy that she sort of had a crush on, but he ended up moving away. They do meet back up in high school. I think it's her first year of high school. I'm not entirely sure, but they meet back up and he is different than what she was used to, and they're sort of trying to like rekindle that friendship. I'm sure we're gonna have a romance in here eventually, but at least in the 2 first volumes we don't. But I absolutely love the art style and just the ride we've been going on so far, and those like friendship feelings and trying to figure out the differences of like growing up. So I've just been really enjoying this, and I picked up the next 6 in the series. Then I also picked up a couple other manga when it was not on sale, so this was I think probably at the very end of November or beginning of December. So I did pick up Dreamin Sun Volume 10. This is by Ichiko Takano. This is the last book in the Dreamin Sun series. I'm not on Volume 10 yet. I think I'm a couple volumes behind, but it's the last one. You can also tell just because it is a little bit thicker than the typical manga sizes. I don't know if you can see it here exactly. It's just slightly thicker, and so that showed me that it was the last one, but it also did say on the back that the final volume of Dreamin Sun. So this one is another shoujo manga that I've absolutely been loving. This is all about a girl who, after her parents have a like new brother, I think it is. It's a new baby in the family. She's sort of feeling a little bit left out, and she moves out of her family's house and into a like shared space with a couple of the boys from her high school, and it is her trying to figure out what she is dreaming for in life. There is some romantic elements, just like a shoujo manga usually has, but this is another series that I've been giving 5 out of 5 stars to like every single book basically, and so I had to pick up the last one in the series. And then on that same trip, I actually found Become You Volume 1. This is also by Ichiko Takano. So this is the first book in a new manga series from her, and I actually don't really know what it's about. We do have a guy with a guitar on the front, so I'm assuming that's sort of what it is. Music of the Heart. Taiyu is a high school musician with dreams of stardom, but when his bandmates quit in order to focus on school, it feels like Taiyu's dreams are slipping away. In an act of desperation, Taiyu strong-arms his sullen classmate Hikari into forming a band with him. The 2 boys are total opposites, but together they might just be able to create something amazing. So this sounds like more of a friendship between the boys in this one, and again, I'm very excited. I have read, I want to say basically everything that has at least been translated into English from this author. So, because she also was the person that did Orange, and I've read all of those. I'm in the middle of Dreamin Sun, and now we're gonna read Become You. Now we're moving into the actual like books that I bought in December. We have The Fowl Twins by Owen Colfer. This is the newest book in the Artemis Fowl series. I actually think The Fowl Twins is going to be its own separate series. Like, I don't think it's just a one-off book for the spin-off, but this is following Artemis Fowl's younger twin brothers. Based on the cover here, they look like they're probably going to be around the same age Artemis Fowl was at the beginning of the Artemis Fowl series, which is probably closer to like 11. I know that they were like toddlers and slowly growing up as the series had gone on for some of it. I don't know how far in the future this is supposed to be from the last Artemis Fowl book, but I absolutely love those. The first one of that one came out when I was in 6th grade, so I was also 11, and I just absolutely love those. I actually have 2 sets of them on my bookshelves, and so when I saw this one, I had to pick it up. I really wanted to get to it in 2019, and life just sort of took over, so I haven't read it yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it, as well as the Artemis Fowl movie coming out in 2020. Next, we have Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. This is the second book in the Skyward series. Is that what the series name is? I don't know, but the first book was Skyward, the second one is Starsight. I have actually not read Skyward yet. That was, again, something that I was really trying to get to this year, and it didn't quite happen. However, I love the covers. I'm a big sucker for sci-fi right now, especially ones that are like in space, and I had to pick it up. I don't know much else, especially about this one, because it's a sequel. I haven't looked at the summary on the back, but I picked it up. Next, we also have Tempest. This is the 5th? 1, 2, 6. I think it's the 6th book in the Scarab Beetle series from the Academy. This is all by C.L. Stone. She has 2 Academy series. One is the Ghostbird series, one is the Scarab Beetle series. This is more of a new adult series because there is some sexy times in here, but this is the newest book. It came out in paperback about a week or so ago, came out in ebook just a few days after. This one somehow got released as a paperback a little bit early by Amazon, and the author was actually the one that let us know about this, and I do collect all of her books in paperback, but both of the series are sort of like kids, not kids I guess. The Ghostbird series has kids in high school. Again, I'm saying kids, teenagers in high school, whereas this one, they're more college age, a little bit older as well, because it's definitely new adult. It does sort of need you to suspend reality a little bit and just take for granted that these teenagers and slightly older people are sort of like spies, is the best way to say it. It's not exactly like that. It's really hard to describe, but we do have like intrigue, and our main character in this series started off as a pickpocket, and so we do have things that are more grounded in, you know, real life, but there's also the extra bit of the like suspense, and again, spies is not the best word for this, and I don't know how to describe it, but they are trying to figure out like a plot. I am not doing this series justice. Maybe in the coming year I will actually try to sit down and describe both of these series, because these are self-published books, and I absolutely love these ones. So this is the newest one by this author, and this is part of the new adult series. I love it. I don't know what else to say about it right now. I'm drawing a complete blank, but I am due for a reread. Maybe I will try to do a vlog or something about the series, or, you know, a video detailing more about it. Then we also have Reverie by Ryan LaSala. This one was another book that I was very excited to pick up in this month. I don't know too much about this as well, but I have started following the author on Twitter, I believe it was, and so I've been very excited for this. I do know that there's supposed to be, I think, LGBTQ elements, and I think it's a fantasy? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a fantasy. Apparently our main character of Cain had some sort of near-death experience, and now real life and a potentially magical sort of one is sort of intersecting, and we don't really know what's real and what's not. I'm just very excited to read this, and I absolutely love this gorgeous cover. It is one of the prettiest books I've seen lately. Then, the book that we got for our November Shelf Love Crate, I will leave the link for the unboxing down below in case you guys are interested, but we got Blood Heir by Amelie Wen Zhao. This is another fantasy sort of book, that I believe deals with some sort of powers. There's also some sort of crime lord, and the summary makes me think that our main character, who is a princess that is being not charged. My brain does not work very well after having a kid. The words that I want do not always seem to come to my mouth. She's being suspected of murdering her father, the king, and so she has to go on the run, and it sounds like she is sort of a dangerous person, even more than the crime lord is, but we don't know much else, and I'm very excited to read this, especially since the author shares my married name, and that is not something that happens very often, at least for me personally. Then we have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This is the book that we received on the 24th day of our Shelf Love Crate Advent calendar. It is a very cute edition of A Christmas Carol. It even has gold edges. It's just, you know, the story in there. The only issue that I have is the words. Like if I was holding the book, I usually do this so you can see the cover, so you can see the title. However, it's upside down. So I don't know exactly what that means. If maybe the person who helped design the cover maybe comes from a country where they do actually have it that way. I just know that for all of my, you know, English printed books, that's backwards. And then the last thing that we have, just like we've had for the last few months, is our chapbook. This one is for Presley's 4th month. I can't believe that we're gonna have to order his 5th month one super soon. But this is, like I said many times before, a company that we use. You can get the app, which is what we have, or I think you can even do it online, where you're able to put in your own pictures and they will print it in a book for you. We get the hardcover 6x6 version, which I absolutely love, and it just has super cute pictures that we wanted to keep of Presley in there, and these are some of my favorite things. I just, again, can't believe that we're having to order his next one so soon. And here's the last page basically in there with our 4th month stuff. This is something that I am planning on doing for like a whole year. I absolutely love these. They're such good quality, and if you do have any issues with like the printing of them or the cover's not quite right, you can talk to customer service, and at least for the couple issues that we've had before, they will send you a new one like immediately, and it is great. I do also, again, have a code for this in case you guys are interested. I will leave it linked down below. It is basically a friends and family code. If you decide that you want to use it, you do get $10 off of your first chapbook, and then I get $10 off as well. I love these so much, and that is the last book that I have for this month. I don't think it was nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you would like to see more videos. I do have videos up Mondays and Thursdays, so I will see you then. Bye!